Here's a striking truth. 42% of Generation Z trusts debit cards more than credit cards when making purchases. But here's where it gets controversial. This confidence in debit and digital payment methods might be masking some serious risks that many don't fully realize. According to a recent PYMNTS intelligence report titled Gen Z Financial Habits Put Debit, Wallets, and Influencers in Charge, this generation, the first to grow up entirely within the digital economy, is not just changing what they buy. They're revolutionizing how they handle money. Their financial decisions are heavily influenced by the perceived security of digital wallets, debit card networks, and social media influencers, sometimes more than by the actual mechanics of the transactions themselves. This creates a fascinating yet complex landscape where Gen Z's assumptions about money don't always line up with the realities of financial security. The report reveals that Gen Z is rewriting the traditional consumer rulebook. Unlike older generations, they tend to save a larger portion of their income, 36% in the past 6 months, compared to 27% for older groups. But they often keep these savings in newer, less conventional forms like digital wallets and cryptocurrencies. When it comes to spending, debit cards are their go-to payment method at checkout. Used twice as often as credit cards for grocery shopping. Yet, they are also the fastest adopters of modern payment technologies, such as Apple Pay and Buy Now, Pay Later (BNPL). Services Amazon dominates as their preferred shopping platform. Mobile devices are their favored way to buy groceries, and social media influencers wield an outsized influence on their purchasing choices. But beneath these headline trends lies a more subtle and important story. Gen Z's trust in digital payment methods is rooted in a belief in real-time, seamless systems, which can sometimes obscure the underlying vulnerabilities to fraud and security breaches. Here's the part most people miss. While debit cards feel like money they actually own, they are often the first target for fraudsters, because debit transactions typically offer fewer protections than credit cards when disputes arise. This means that the very payment methods Gen Z trusts most are also the ones most exposed to risk. Similarly, digital wallets have become a favored place to store savings. 13% of Gen Z savings are held in these wallets, with another 6.3% in cryptocurrencies. These digital containers are trusted more than traditional bank accounts, even though the safeguards against fraud and loss vary widely among providers, sometimes leaving users vulnerable. And then there's the powerful role of social influencers. A staggering 81% of Gen Z consumers report that they sometimes or often make purchases based on influencer recommendations, nearly 3 times the rate seen in baby boomers. These social cues act as trust signals, shaping buying behavior, even though influencers have no responsibility or ability to guarantee the security of the transactions they inspire. For financial institutions, payment processors, and fintech companies, these insights carry significant implications. The decision to adopt a financial product is no longer driven solely by convenience or rewards programs. Instead, trust, whether grounded in the actual resilience of the payment system or in the perceptions shaped by peers and personalities, plays a critical role. This disconnect between perception and reality presents both a tremendous opportunity and a potential liability. Other notable findings from the report paint a fuller picture of Gen Z's financial habits. They use BNPL services at a higher rate, 18%, compared to older consumers, 12%. Yet, they hold fewer credit cards overall, 55% versus 71%. Their average monthly account balances are also lower, at $1,667 compared to $1,959 for older generations, which could influence how lenders approach credit underwriting and design rewards programs tailored to this demographic. The takeaway for financial service providers is clear. While Gen Z's payment methods may look familiar on the surface, the foundation of their trust is fundamentally different. Bridging the gap between their perceptions and the actual security of these systems is just as crucial as delivering the right product at the right time. Are financial institutions ready to meet this challenge, or will they underestimate the risks hidden beneath Gen Z's confident financial facade? What do you think? Is Gen Z's trust in debit and digital wallets well placed, or are they overlooking important dangers? Share your thoughts and join the conversation below.